If you're feeling depressed in your life, if you feel like, you lost all hope in life, you don't know what the fuck to do next, you hate your life basically now, you know, life is fucking miserable. And you sometimes think like, you know what? Maybe a bullet to the skull is better than living this fucking stupid life. If you feel like that, then I highly suggest you watch this video because I think that depression can be used as fuel, right? I've always used it as fuel, right? I believe depression is a visible indicator. It's an indicator. It's like pain, right? Is to tell you that hey, your life is not what you want it to be. Because if you deep down analyze it, right? If you analyze your depression, and if you go and check it deep down, you'll know that that depression is caused by the fact that your life is not what you expected it to be. You're not where you are, and that's why you're probably depressed. You are not doing things that you're supposed to be, and that's why you're probably depressed. You're probably fat as fuck or skinny as fuck like me, and you're probably jacking off 15 times a day. I don't relate to that. I don't relate to that, man. I don't know how you can do that though. Like, only air will come out at that point. Like, bruh. Um, you're addicted to different vices such as porn, masturbation, drugs, alcohol, weed, junk food, whatever. You have vices that are crippling you, and you know, you have a shitty job, or you don't have any job, you're unemployed, you're in your mama's basement, and I don't know. That those are all causes of depression, right? Because deep down, you're not supposed to be living like that. You're not supposed to be 300 pounds. You're not supposed to be the next candidate for my 600-pound life. So you got to change. That depression is telling you, hey, man, you got to change something here. That's the reason why depression is there. That depression is there. Now, that all sounds good, right? But Sunil, how do I know that you're not bullshitting me? It is a question that you may be asking me. Well, my life has been shitty. It has been depressing for a long time. And I don't know, if it weren't for God and my mom, I would have been either dead or in jail or a fucking, I don't know, man, a fucking bum. I would be most likely dead or in jail if if it weren't for my mom and God, of course. Uh, I'm very, very grateful to both of them. And yeah, I've grown up around alcoholism, um, lower middle class upbringing. I've been through all that. So I know what you're probably going through. I have felt it, I have experienced it, right? It took a long while, it took a lot of struggle, a lot of pain, a lot of effort to climb out of that, right? Um, and life throws you a lot of roadblocks and challenges that you gotta overcome, hurdles that you gotta jump. And yeah, I guess life has thrown a challenge for me right now. That's how I'd like to view it. Uh, because right now I'm in debt, right? I lost a lot of weight, right? I lost around like 15 kgs, 15, 1 5, right? That would be around 30 pounds. I lost around 30 pounds. Um, I lost the business that I was running before. I lost my payment processor. I lost my assets that are connected to the business, not monetary, like, I mean, like payment processor, business bank account, things like that. I lost all of them. So I have to now start everything over from scratch, right? So, yeah, man, here's the thing, right? What happens in your life may not be your fault, but it's 100% of your responsibility, right? It may not be your fault. It's not your fault, probably. It's not fair, yeah, but it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility, motherfucker. You gotta do something about it. You have no other option. I have no other option. Nobody in this world has any other option. You got you got two choices. One, you can sit, sulk, and be that fat fucking depressed piece of shit forever and sink in that depression. Or, you can die hating yourself. Or what you can do is start taking some action. Because what the fuck else are you going to do, man? Like what other option you have? Like it's better to try at least. It's better to give it your all at least and then see how it goes. Because it doesn't matter if you fail, right? Even if you fail, you know that hey, at least I gave it my all. I know. Like I know I did this, I gave it everything I had, but I couldn't do it. It's okay. You know what haunts you? What will haunt you is the what ifs. What if I done that? What if I did this? What if I gave it my all? What if I don't know, talked to that girl? Or what if I pursued that idea? Or what if I launched that company? What if I went after that opportunity? Or, you know, a lot of what ifs. I know I have a bunch of what ifs as well. That shit haunts me every single day. But we all get second chances every single fucking day. It's never too late to try. It's never too late to, you know, get back up again and give it another shot. As Rocky said, it's not a matter of how hard you hit, but it's a matter of how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Because moving forward is the only option, at least according to me. Right? You gotta keep moving forward. That's life. So keep that in mind, right? If you're depressed as fuck and you hate your life, then you're at a crossroads now, basically. You can either choose to stay who you are right now and suffer through the depression for the rest of your life until the day you die, or starting some action tape. I had that choice. I was at that crossroad a few years ago. I took the option. I took the choice of even if it's hard, I'll do it because I know that I'll have so much more freedom compared to the other path where you just live with your depressing existence. My mom took that choice. If she didn't do that, I wouldn't be here. My brother wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be living this life. I wouldn't be able to record this fucking video at 2:30 in the morning. I'm able to have freedom in my life because of the tough choices that were taken before. So Yeah, man. What are you going to do? What the fuck are you going to do? Are you going to sit as a depressed piece of shit, or are you going to take the take the leap? Leap of faith, man. I don't know what else is there. I mean, I don't know what other option is there. It's always a risk. It's an it's always going to be a risk, buddy, because that's how life is. But as Chris Eubank says, nature will always reward the ones who take risks. So keep that in mind. And if you're going through a dark period in life, then of course, right? I'm not saying, I'm not empathetic, right? I'm not saying that I don't care. I do care. That's why I make this video. Um, but for you to get out of that and for you to start living a life that you want, you need to start implementing positive change, right? And that starts with the small things. For example, it may be as simple as fucking brushing your teeth every single day and taking a shower every single day. I know a lot of people who don't even follow through that. So, yeah, it's as simple. It starts with simple things like that. Making your bed, taking a shower, cooking yourself a good meal, healthy meals, following a proper diet plan, things like that, right? So, you got to charge yourself up in self belief. You got to have enough self belief in yourself that you can do it. Because I know for a fucking fact that I can do it despite all the, um, despite my current situation. I know that I'll get out of this. I know that God is with me. So I know that my mom is also with me. Or my brother is with me. I'm going to, I know that I can take this support that I have and basically get out of this shithole and make my life way better, significantly better. I'll be richer, stronger, faster, healthier. My existence will be extremely better, and I'll be able to help more people than before. Right? I have that self belief in myself. I know for a fucking fact that I will make it. I know for a fucking fact that I will achieve my goals because God is with me and my family is with me. I trust in myself as well. How about you? Why don't you build that self belief? The fact is, I wasn't born with this self belief. Some may be, I don't know, but I'm not that guy, right? I'm the type of guy who has to build it from scratch. I had to build it from scratch with the help of my mom and, YouTube and a bunch of other content creators and a few mentors. Shout out to my mentors as well that I found due to the internet and due to the magical ways of the universe. I was able to build this self belief. It all starts small, man. Just when you are, when it's very shitty, right? When you're really, really depressed, that's exactly when you gotta go and look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm the fucking man. I'm unstoppable. You gotta say that to yourself because you're the only one who can support yourself, right? The when you need the most support is when nobody will be there, right? Because I don't know. That's how the universe works. That's how people work, not the universe. That's how people work, right? When you need it the most, they won't be there, right? When you are suffering the most, they won't be there. You gotta climb it out by yourself. Yeah, you may have a few individuals who are helping you out, but it's you It's you who have to make the climb out. You gotta make the climb. You gotta, claw your way out. So keep that in mind. It starts small, as always. For example, let's say you're fat as fuck, right? You're eating junk food, you're watching porn every day, you're jacking off 30, 37 times a day. Bruh. You're jacking off 37 times a day. You hate your life. You're in your mama's basement. You're fucking depressed. What do? You start by getting a job. Stop applying for jobs, right? Because you need money. You need money to go to the gym. You need money to buy better food, better clothes, and you need money to get a place for yourself, or at least support your family, or contribute to the rent or the mortgage bill. So you gotta get money, right? So you need to solve that first. Good food costs you money. Keep that in mind. But what doesn't cost you is eliminating the bad food. You can choose not to eat the fucking chips. You can choose not to drink 15 liters of soda every day. That's free. That choice is free, right? It takes discipline though, because to achieve success, success is a grind, right? It involves doing the same actions repeatedly over a long enough time period. That's how you get your success. That's how you achieve what you want. If you want to lose weight, you got to go to the gym. You got to do some cardio. You got to do some weightlifting. For example, 30 minutes of cardio and half an hour weightlifting workout. So your total workout is 1 hour long, right? Of course, when you're starting out, don't even try that. Just do fucking 5 minutes of cardio and then like 5 to 10 minutes of weightlifting. Basic exercises. 5 minutes, even 2 minutes on a fucking bike, exercise bike, and I don't know, 10 push-ups, 10 squats. You can even start with that. Or even just do five. Just do fucking five of them. 5 push-ups, 5 squats. Day one. Next day you do seven. 7 push-ups, 7 squats. And then you slowly increase to 10. 10 push-ups and then squats. You do that every single day. And you can slowly ramp up. Slowly increase the time on the pedal bike or exercise bike. I don't know what they call it. Slowly increase your workouts. And now you can start lifting the weights. You have built up strength. You can start lifting the weights. You can start, um, losing real weight. Right? You can, when it comes to calorie intake, you can start by cutting 100 calories. Or the easiest hack is cut out the processed foods. All the sugary shit, cut it out. Soda, chips, uh, biscuits, cookies, whatever the fuck, man. Chocolates, uh, whatever that's processed and it's a shit ton of sugary calories, cut it out. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Cut that out and your calorie intake will decline significantly. So, you start losing weight coupled with the exercise. Cutting out processed and sugary foods coupled with, going to the gym and, getting on the exercise bike and doing some weightlifting will start making you lose weight. You're burning calories, you're gonna start losing weight. When it comes to weight gain, you eat more calories and then you start lifting more weights. You do a little bit of cardio to ensure that you have an appetite and you don't feel too lethargic. Right? Especially if you're eating like 3K, 4K calories, you gotta do some amount of cardio. I say that from personal experience because you start feeling lethargic if you don't do that. Right? You feel real groggy, lazy. You don't want to do anything because you're eating a lot. Right? So, yeah, that's that. It all starts with that, man. Your life will not change in a single day, but you can ignite the spark, right? You need a spark to light a flame, to light a fire. And you can ignite that spark right now. You can ignite it right now by starting with something really small, but something that can be done right fucking now. For example, writing down your goals, what you want to actually do, how you want to actually live your life, and then writing down what the perfect you would do in a day. Basically, building out a routine. I'll wake up at this time. I'm going to do this. Let's say I'm going to cook some food for myself from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. I'm going to go to the gym from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Uh, I'm going to work from 7:30 p.m. to whatever p.m. Right? I'm calling my routine as an example, right? Um, because I wake up at around 10:30, 11:30 ish, right? 10:30, 12:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m. ish, because I go to sleep at around 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Right. So I keep it flexible, right? I have to work at late night because my business is done in U.S. time zones, and yeah, so I gotta work late night. In fact, I'm recording this at 2:42 a.m. So I'm not kidding. So here's the proof: 2:42 a.m. Right? This is the proof. Buy yourself a timer like that, man. That improves your productivity as well. By the way, so that's how you start changing your life for the better. If you, in fact, right after watching this video, what I would suggest you do is take a pen and a fucking notebook, and then take a notebook and then start writing down what the fuck you want from your life. By the way, apologies for my camera shaking because this desk is not really that stable. But yeah, that's how you start changing your life, man. If you don't, then I don't know. Would you live a life full of regrets, or would you live your life trying, knowing that you at least gave it your all and tried your fucking best? Thank you.